Virgin Australia has launched a major expansion program buying a 60% stake in discount carrier Tiger Airways. The airline's also made a $98 million takeover bid for regional carrier SkyWest, while Singapore Airlines has spent $105 million to purchase a 10% share in Virgin. Tiger and Virgin plan to build the budget airlines fleet from 11 to 35 aircraft. Australia's new home sector's taken another hit, with sales dropping 3.7% in September, the third consecutive month of falls. Happier news from the share market, which gained a little more ground today despite Wall Street's storm-enforced closure. The All Ordinaries Index up by 6 points, our dollar's buying $1.03 US, with little movement elsewhere. A touch of Italian fashion is set to hit the racks of Target, with designer Roberto Cavalli unveiling his Australian collection. The 71-year-old's revealed he's a fan of Kylie Minogue and Miranda Kerr, but was coy about his favourite item of clothing.
My favourite piece will be the one that you like.
The range hits the stores tomorrow. A childhood romance born out of a concentration camp in Budapest has been rekindled in Melbourne more than 60 years later. Thomas Beck thought he'd never see his sweetheart again after escaping, only to discover she was never far away. Sonia Marinelli has their love story.
For Thomas Beck and first love Edith Greeman to find each other after almost a lifetime apart, it's nothing less than a miracle.
I consider myself one of the luckiest people in the world.
I'm the same way. It's just wonderful.
In 1944, the two fell in love in a children's concentration camp in Budapest. He was 15, she just 14.
We just grabbed each other and it was a shoulder to cry on.
But it wasn't to be. Thomas escaped with the help of family and was smuggled across the border.
The only regret I had that I have to leave Edith behind.
But 65 years later, while retracing his steps of survival for a documentary, he found an old friend who had kept in touch with Edith.
I said, is she alive? She is. Where does she live? In Melbourne.
What makes this love story even more incredible is that when Thomas finally reconnected with his childhood sweetheart, he found her living here in this East St Kilda street, just 300 metres from his son's home.
Great excitement to find out that you're so close.
Their journey is featured in the film The One That Got Away, to be screened at the Jewish Film Festival in November.
One of these rare stories that have a real happy ending.
Sonia Marinelli, 9 News.
Actor Tom Cruise has decided against pressing charges against an Australian reality TV show winner and model who mistakenly jumped his fence. Jason Sullivan is believed to have been intoxicated when he climbed into Cruise's compound thinking it was his own home. For his efforts, he was tasered by a security guard and handed over to police. 41-year-old Sullivan won $100,000 on the Nine Network program Homemade 3 years ago. He now runs his own interior design firm in Los Angeles. Tongues were wagging when America's lizard man paid a visit to the Bourke Street Mall today. Eric Sprague's undergone more than 700 hours of tattooing and even split his tongue to resemble a reptile.
I've also had Teflon subdermally implanted, grafted to my skull to create the horned ridges over my eyes. My teeth have been filed down into sharp points.
Well, it's believed the lizard man is featured in Ripley's Believe It or Not. Wow, Tony Jones next with sport. More worries for Gay Waterhouse, Tony?
I don't think she's got any worries compared to Lizard Man there, Pete, but no, she can't take a trick at the moment, can she? The latest drama for Gay coming up after the break. Also, Michael Rodd vows to right the wrongs of a year ago. A sight for sore eyes. How's this for an attack? And no flash in the pan, a new boy muscles in on the V8s.